My name is Dan Reese from ZebranoWoodcraft.com and welcome to my workshop, where you are always more than welcome. In this video, I'd love to introduce you to the project that I have worked the hardest on and probably the thing that I'm most proud of all time, and that is my online course called Next Level Wooden Rings. Next Level Wooden Rings is an online course that will teach you everything you need to know to make beautiful pieces of jewellery for your loved ones or customers. In the course, you'll learn everything from the tools and materials you'll need, right through to adding intricate inlays to your rings and achieving the perfect finish. By the time you're done, you'll have all the skills needed to make wooden rings to an impressive professional standard. And if I'm honest, you might even put me out of a job one day. So without further ado, let me take you into the computer and I'll show you how it all works. So here's how it all works. Next Level Wooden Rings is made up of 10 online modules that will walk you step by step through everything you need to know about making rings out of wood. You'll start by laying a good foundation by learning the basics, so it's great for complete beginners, and progressively learn more advanced techniques to put some spark into your designs. Even if you're a battle-hardened ring maker, there's something here for you. My name is Dan Reese, and since July 2014, I've been making a full-time income from selling wooden rings online. I've made over 1,500 rings in my career and serve customers all over the world from my Etsy shop, Zebrano Woodcraft. I am completely self-taught, and I first got the bug for ring making after a friend introduced me to woodworking one summer. I quickly found that making things with my hands gave me a sense of pride and purpose I had never experienced before, and totally fell in love with woodcrafts. One thing led to another, and I became fascinated by wooden jewellery, especially rings. It was pretty weird, as I'd never been keen on wearing jewellery myself, but some of the wooden rings I saw online were just amazing, and it became my quest to learn how to make wooden rings as good as the pros. Unfortunately for me, there were only a handful of resources out there at the time for making wooden rings, so I had to learn through trial and error. I'll be honest, my first 50 wooden rings were terrible, but I just kept going, learning from my mistakes and developing repeatable techniques that worked every time. I got good enough to sell a few of my creations, and now Zebrano Woodcraft is my full-time job. I'm very lucky, and to show gratitude to the internet, I started a YouTube channel where I share my knowledge, which I'm happy to say has inspired a few people to start making, and now I've put together this course so I can go into even more detail about my craft. Next Level Wooden Rings is 7 years of knowledge compiled into one place, and is the resource I will use to train apprentices in my own workshop. I hope to keep on teaching and sharing with others, as learning how to craft jewellery changed my life, and I hope it will change yours too. So here's what you will get in the course. 10 modules of in-depth tutorials. In my YouTube videos, I don't get the chance to show every step of a project. It would just take too long to produce. Here you'll be able to follow me every step as I explain each process in depth, so no questions will be left unanswered. This is the closest you can get to becoming my apprentice in my workshop. A complete tool and material list. Get detailed lists of tools and materials in PDF format so you can find out what suppliers I use to get the best quality kit. You won't need to break the bank on tools, and you can get a full workshop setup with all the frills for under $500. You also won't need a massive workshop. A garage or a large shed is plenty enough space. Ring sizing made simple. Get ring sizes and widths right every time with my repeatable processes. No more starting projects over or second guessing yourself. You'll make rings that fit perfectly every time. You'll also have a resource to advise customers on how to find their ring size accurately. Build your skills gradually. The course will lay a good foundation of basic skills before building up to advanced techniques, so you can learn how to make professional grade rings one step at a time. It doesn't matter if you're a complete beginner or if you've had experience at making rings, you will find value here. Finishing made simple. Learn how to enhance the natural beauty of the wood and protect your rings from the elements, so they are pleasing on the eye but super durable. There are detailed lessons on CA glue finish and UV resin for epic shininess, as well as a wax alternative for a natural look. All bases are covered from application, fixing and avoiding mistakes, and of course full power polishing. Get creative with inlays. To inlay simply means to ornament an object by embedding a different material into it flush with its surface. Throughout the course you'll get to grips with adding precious metals, crushed stones, opals and other woods. These lessons will teach you the skills you need to get creative with your designs and add character to your rings. You also get lifetime access to everything. Is your workshop too cold right now? Do you have a busy schedule? No idea if you could dedicate the time over the coming weeks? Well, don't worry, Next Level Wooden Rings has full lifetime access. Once you're signed up, you can access the course whenever or wherever you like. This means you can take your time and learn at your own pace. If you don't have time to make rings right now, or it's too cold like it is here in the UK, then simply wait until you're ready and then dive in. You'll also have access to an area I call the Vault, where I'll be continuing to add content so you can learn even more skills over time and make truly unique rings. I also have a 30-day money-back guarantee, so if you're not happy with the content of the course within 30 days, then I offer a no-question-asked money-back guarantee. I'm confident that the information contained in this course will help you to create truly epic jewellery, and I'll be sad to see you go, but there's no risk for your wallet. Without further ado, here's a quick overview of the modules and what you'll learn. Module 1 is dedicated to introductions. We'll kick things off with an introduction to tools and materials. I'll break down everything you need to get started, like safety, hand tools, lathes, wood veneer and glues. You'll learn what you need, where to get it, and how to use it safely. Module 2 is ring sizing in a nutshell. You'll learn all about sizing so you can make rings that will fit. Probably the most important thing people look for in a ring. Learn the only 3 measurements you need to know and how to advise your customers to get their ring size right first time. Module 3 is the most comprehensive bentwood ring tutorial online. This is the first in-depth ring making lesson where you'll learn how to make a simple bentwood ring. You'll learn how to prepare your wood, make and shape a ring, as well as achieving the coveted CA finish that everyone aims for. Learn how to make rings to width with even edges every time, get a finish on quickly, and full power polishing. Module 4 is dedicated to troubleshooting common problems at every stage of making a bentwood ring. Does your wood keep snapping? Having trouble gluing up a ring straight? Does your finish keep going white? You learn how to avoid making mistakes and how to fix them if they happen. Because they definitely will. Module 5. Finish him. Learn all about alternative finishes including UV resin or a simple oiled and waxed finish. By the end of this module you'll have all the skills to protect your rings from the elements and make them more life-proof. Module 6 is where we get into the juicy stuff, where you'll learn how to make rings with 2 or more woods so you can start experimenting with more interesting ring designs. You'll find an in-depth tutorial about making a 2-tone bentwood ring, as well as the sandwich technique to create rings with wood inlays. Module 7 is all about metal inlays. Learn how to carve inlay channels and set metal wires, guitar strings and gold dust into your rings to create stunning designs. In Module 8, you'll add a dash of colour and significance to your rings by learning all about stone inlays. There are detailed instructions on how to make your own stone crusher, 2 ways to add a stone inlay into a ring, and a lesson all about working with opals. Get creative in Module 9 with advanced techniques like pinstripes to combine all of your skills to make truly one-of-a-kind rings. In the final module, you'll learn how to incorporate metal into your designs using pre-made ring cores. You'll learn where to source blank metal rings and 2 ways to combine them with wood, including a wood inlay in a metal ring and a ring with metal inside and wood outside. There's a huge amount of value in this course, and with the skills you learn you can easily make back your investment in just a handful of sales. However, I want you to get as much success from this program as possible, no matter if you're a hobbyist or a professional, so I've thrown in a few cheeky bonuses for you. The first bonus is access to the vault. Over time, as I learn new skills, come up with neat ideas, or develop new techniques, I will add them to a section I've called the vault. Here you'll find detailed tutorials that complement the course perfectly, like my abalone shell inlay tutorial. This bonus module will be growing over time and will be an epic resource for ring makers in its own right. I've valued this conservatively at $197 value, but you get this for free with the course. Bonus number 2 is shop-made tools. The best thing about owning bench tools is that you can use them to make other useful tools. I've put together tutorials on how to make a finger-saving ring holder for polishing the insides of rings safely, how to turn your own spindles, and non-stick formers for worry-free glue-ups. I will also add to this over time to help you save money and reduce stress in your workshop. I valued this at $25, but you get it for free with the course. And finally, probably the best bonus of them all really, is a private Facebook group for students only. Next Level Wooden Rings is an epic course, and I made it so that any problems you encounter will be answered. However, I'm not just going to leave you out in the desert. When you enroll, you get access to a private Facebook group where you can learn from other students and where I can answer questions for everyone's benefit. As they say, never leave a man behind. So now you know what's in the course, and this is what students are saying about Next Level Wooden Rings. My man Sterling Hoffman from Stoneforge Studios left me this awesome testimonial, thanks so much Sterling, where he says, "Since beginning Dan's course, I've learned so many new and handy tricks when it comes to bentwood ring making. I've been making wood rings for over 4 years now, and even with prior experience, I'm learning new things through this course. Techniques such as how to properly use CA glue, which woods are best for rings, and proper ways to inlay materials. Dan has created a very detail-orientated, fun and interactive course. I'm excited to continue to learn from him and continue creating rings utilizing the skills I've learned here. Rock on!" Another talented maker called Randy May from Go Meow Creations said this: "This course is very well put together with lots of great information. Dan doesn't just go through the motions when teaching you. He points out how you will make mistakes, show you that this is normal, and move on to show you how to fix them. In my opinion, this is the best way to learn." Thanks so much, Randy. Randy really knows what he's talking about, so this means a lot to me. And then, of course, my boy Daniel Parkinson from Sangreal Rings simply said, "If you're considering making bentwood rings, you have nobody better to teach you than Dan. So sign up and get making." So let's recap on what you get. In the course, you'll get 10 in-depth modules on wooden ring making, easy to follow video and PDF tutorials, complete tool lists and my material supply is revealed, clever fixes for common ring making mistakes, making rings with 2 or more wood species, inlays in precious metals and crushed stone, how to work with metal ring cores, of course your bonus, the vault, valued at $197, which is yours for free with the course, the second bonus, shop made tools with a value of $25, and a private Facebook group where you can keep in touch with me and fellow students. So all of this sounds awesome and you want to crack on and make some epic wooden rings, then click the link below to find out more information and get signed up. There's also a section on frequently asked questions on this page, so scroll through, have a read, and feel free to reach out with me if you have any questions. Hopefully I'll see you in the private Facebook group or the vault soon. Thanks so much for watching.